Gamers, let's go. True Halloween stories 2020. Yo, zombies? Yo, Cold War zombies, bro? Yo, bro?
Halloween used to be one of my favorite holidays. Now I kind of just enjoy it when I have a decent party to go to.
Dude, can I just say I'm glad to be back? Can I just say I'm glad to be back? This is like the first Halloween thing I've done all month, and we're at October 17th.
My friend Tracy's sorority was going to be throwing a big Halloween party at the sorority house.
Oh, I fucking love Halloween.
She said I could bring one friend since they didn't want too many outsiders at the party.
Outsiders.
So I invited my best friend Cody.
Codell. Cody Cole, bro.
Costumes.
Let's go,
Cody.
Cody.
Was that night and we didn't have anything. Cody was working late, so he'd have to meet me.
This is Cody Cole and Noel Miller's story, dude.
Right before the party.
Codell, bro. Let's go.
For him, and he'd just Venmo me the money. I ran to the nearby Spirit Halloween store that opened up like 5 minutes from my house.
Spirit Halloween.
I was just shotgunning it.
That shit's trash, dog.
For myself and a Superman costume for Cody. Everything was normal until I got to the cashier.
Oh.
I was on the phone with Cody, telling him about the costume I got him and giving him details about the party. I told him which sorority it was, that Tracy got us the invite, gave him the address, and then he convinced me to pick him up instead of us just meeting, stuff like that.
Spirit's kind of fun to be in.
All of this was said as the cashier was watching me. He was some guy who was decently older than me, but because of his receding hairline, it as to whether he was in his 30s or low 40s.
Chat, I'm at the cashier.
He had a comment something along the lines of, "Sounds like you have a fun party tonight, huh?" I chuckled and said, "Yeah." Then he started asking more details.
Okay, I don't care. So this is definitely not me now.
Had a comment about there being lots of girls. I said it's closed invite and that I barely got an invite. He said it's all good. Then he shook my hand and introduced himself as Mike.
This guy's name is Mike Hawk for sure.
It was weird. Fast forward to later that night. I picked up Cody and we arrived to the party around 10 p.m. It sounded loud inside, and there were multiple groups of people entering the house before us. At the door, a girl asked us who we knew there, and I told her Tracy. She let us in, and we were in this huge living room area.
Yo, fuck a bitch named Tracy, man. Honestly, wait, is anyone in chat named Tracy?
Played beer pong and other drinking games. It was a very legit party. But then, at some point, there was a commotion by the front door area. Cody, Tracy, and I, and a few others walked over. And the girl at the door started calling out, "Where's Tracy?"
Bro, this shit's hurting my fucking eyes.
"Who is Sean?" I said, "I am." Then
bro,
she
my
asked me
eyes.
Who the creepy guy we invited was. I was confused and said, "Who?"
Shit,
she
bro.
described some older.
I feel fucked up looking at this footage.
Mustache. He apparently inappropriately touched one of the girls, trying to get her into a separate room, and she screamed for help.
The fuck?
Then he took off with something in his pocket. None of the guys chased after him or anything. Immediately, I thought of the cashier from Spirit Halloween. I told them about it, and everyone got even more creeped out. The party went on.
Oops.
They were a lot more cautious about who they
Why do fucking people have to ruin a party? Parties are fucking meant to be lit. Man, this is for people that kill the vibe. Fuck you.
As I started my car, the car parked like 2 cars behind us also turned on. And as I drove in the direction of Cody's house, the car started to follow.
Ooh,
Cody and I were sure it had to be him after it made 4 of the same turns.
Oh.
So I pulled to the side of the road, egging him on to
He's
pull
getting
over.
followed, gamer. He's getting followed.
A few seconds, then basically floated past us.
Let's go, gamers.
We didn't get a good look at who was inside.
Yeah, maybe.
The car once again waited, and then a few seconds later turned on its lights and floored it in the far left lane, passing me. I was obviously shook and drove home as fast as I could while I was sure I wasn't being followed. I called that Spirit Halloween location the next day and reported the cashier. They thanked me for the information, but I never went back there, so I wouldn't know if he was fired or anything. Looking back, I wonder if I could have and should have pressed charges. Regardless, I have no idea what he could have possibly wanted from me. But either way, I'm happy he didn't find out where I live.
Bro, fuck people like that. Why you all gotta kill the vibe, man? That story wasn't even scary, bro. It's just a vibe killer, dude. He wanted the vibe, now fuck him, bro. He wanted to disrupt the vibe, bro.
Halloween of 2019 was the most terrifying night of my life. We don't get as many trick-or-treaters, around 5 or 6 people at most. I am personally a huge fan of Halloween though, to the dismay of my parents who would prefer not to acknowledge it. Obviously that leaves me in charge of putting up decorations and handing out candy. This particular year.
Fuck, chat. Who's ever been on candy duty for Halloween where you have to sit at your house and fucking open the door for these little fucking... I hate that. Get me out of there. Get me out of there. Let me go out.
Halloween fell on a school night, and the storm began just after 6 o'clock, which unfortunately meant my efforts preparing the decorations had pretty much gone to waste. Ignoring my better judgment, I still waited for trick-or-treaters in the living room and watched The Conjuring to pass the time. Around an hour and a half later, I got
terrible
a message
choice
from my friend M on our group chat,
No
asking
M?
if anyone would like to
Maxis?
mess around and go trick-or-treating. At first I was confused. We hadn't gone trick-or-treating in over 5 years, but I decided it would make the night more enjoyable as nobody was knocking on the door anyway. My other friends, who I'll call S, C, and H, all
S, Samantha, C, Carpenter, H, Ho?
agreed and asked M where we should meet up.
Shit,
M
this is
quickly
getting crazy.
replied he
This is
couldn't
getting
make it,
crazy.
which
How
was
high,
strange
bro?
because
Oh,
he was the one
shit.
who offered to go trick-or-treating.
It's all connected. It's all
He
connected.
suggested a house which has
It's all
lots of
connected.
candy. Me, S, C, and H all arrived
Me,
at the
S,
house
C,
within
and
half
H.
an hour.
Oh,
A large
shit.
table with a pumpkin bowl filled with lollipops stood at the front porch.
Guys, this is an Easter egg step. Y'all motherfuckers be writing this down, bro.
And after checking the windows to make sure we weren't being watched, we emptied the bowl between us, only leaving a few to avoid suspicion. As we turned around to leave, we were greeted by 2 men dressed as clowns approaching us.
No! Not the clowns, bro. Clowns are the... Like, I just don't get scared from clowns anymore, bruh. I just don't. I don't. After the whole clown shit from, like, 2017, bruh, every time I see a clown, I just think, bro, if I wish I had a bat.
Pointed smiles and
Ridiculous.
tilted heads. I could tell we were all creeped out. And one of my friends screamed
Oh
as they
my
started
God,
bolting
this
towards
is
us,
2016
one
humor.
squeaking its rubber nose as they chased. After running for what felt like an eternity, we finally lost them. We decided to go to M's house so we could discuss what just happened.
Bro, they went to the house. They went to
However,
Revelations.
when M answered the door, he burst into laughter.
Maxis.
"What the hell are you guys doing?" he said, confused.
Oh.
"You
They're not
told
following
us
the
to go
Canorium.
trick-or-treating. Can you just let us
Oh,
inside?"
shit.
S replied. After sitting down on M's couch, we all soon realized M had lost his phone earlier that day. A stranger had
Maxis.
suggested the idea of going to that house, presumably some sort of trap for the clowns.
Monty, bro.
After
Monty.
another half hour,
The cycle,
consciously
bro.
made it
Oh,
home by
shit.
9:30, finished my movie, and went outside to collect the candy bowl I set up. I was shocked to see the bowl was completely empty. However, my stomach turned when I saw a clown nose was now laying inside of it. I told my parents everything that
shit,
happened.
gamers.
Showed them the clown nose that had been left at our house. They assured me it was just some Halloween prank. I woke up around 1 a.m. to noises coming from my bedroom window, like rocks hitting the glass. Although I was scared half to death.
Fuck people who throw rocks at your home, bruh.
My Halloween decorations were destroyed and littered the ground.
What a
I
penis.
stared motionless in complete shock until a lollipop was thrown at the window, breaking my trance. I looked up and saw them, the 2 clowns perched upon the neighbor's roof, looking down at me. I screamed and ran away towards my parents'
What a penis.
I'll skip the details that followed, but the police were called and the clowns were not found. The officers informed us they would check out the house my friends and I trick-or-treated at, and they left in about half an hour.
Bruh, I don't think, like, chat, if you just replace the word clown and put crackhead, everything makes sense. Like, it's not fake anymore. Everything makes sense.
It was a stormy Halloween night. I was with my 3 friends John, Mary, and Keenan.
Bruh, fuck. Is anyone named here Keenan? I'm so sorry for your loss, bruh.
Since we didn't have any real plans and were kind of just hanging around, I decided to grab the Ouija board from my closet. All my friends were down to try it.
What? What? Hello, did I miss something? We just all just decided to grab the Luigi board and just go for it, bruh? What the hell?
I wanted to be funny, but also set the mood, so I got 3 candles, lit them, and turned off all the lights.
Oh my god,
The 4
bro.
of us sat at the table with our hands on the planchette. We started off by saying, "Is anyone there?" Of course, the
fuck
planchette
yo,
started to move,
dumbass.
and we all started to laugh. It went from Y to E to S, spelling yes.
Damn.
I began asking
dude, I can already tell you that this story is fake because why would it go YES when yes is right there? Motherfucker, just go to the yes.
To be honest, I didn't even
Some
contribute to
dumb shit, man.
I just assumed John and Keenan.
What do you
were
mean
messing
it did
around
it
for the most
again?
part. Then, without anyone asking a question, the planchette started moving to spell the words, "I'm inside the house."
Bro, that shit would take forever. You're like, okay, I am... Dude, that shit would take forever.
Assumed John for laughs until there was a huge, very obvious thump sound from directly upstairs.
Oh.
Right over our heads. It most closely resembled a boot stomping on the floor. All of us jumped. Mary started screaming and freaking out.
It's just
Keenan
Maxis in the
didn't know
house,
whether to
man.
laugh or be freaked out.
It's Maxis
My
in the
parents
house.
weren't home.
They
No
gonna
one
get
was except
fucked.
for me. We don't have any pets.
It's Hamuda BB.
It was a dad and his young son trick-or-treating under an umbrella.
Yo,
I opened
Maxis?
the door and handed the kid some candies. But once I shut the door, it was back to the current reality of the situation, which was figuring out what the hell that sound was.
What the fuck was that?
That's when we all heard the same thing.
Dude, what is
voice
that?
of a girl.
It looks like the Annihilator.
What was said, none of us could hear it, but all four of us agreed we heard the voice of a girl in my parents' room, followed by the sound of something being dropped on the floor. Mary and Keenan ran down the stairs, freaked out, but not making a peep.
Oh, it's a person.
John
I
and
just
however,
saw it.
approached the door. I opened it quietly and pushed it open.
It does
slowly.
look like the Annihilator still, though.
I looked into the dark room, and I saw something tall standing in the far corner of the room. I slammed the door shut, and we ran down.
Is that the fucking Slender Man? Do not tell me that is the fucking Slender Man, dog.
I called the cops, and a few minutes later, when an officer arrived, I asked him.
You called the cops? What did you say? Yo, motherfuckers, I whipped out the Ouija board, motherfucker went crazy. Like, what did you say? What did you call the cops for? What are they gonna do? Like,
To check my parents' bedroom. I led him up
I'm
the
so
stairs and pointed at the
confused.
door. He knocked on it and announced police, then opened the door quickly and flicked on the light. He checked the closet, the bed, nothing. There was not a single possible place anybody could be hiding.
it was just Hamoud
After
Habibi.
the police
was
officer
it.
left, we threw the Ouija board in the neighbor's garbage, and we all sat under the awning in my backyard, listening to the storm in silence until my parents returned.
Feel
After
that
telling the
shit.
story to my parents together, eventually my friends left. My parents seemed to believe us, but what could they really do? I didn't sleep too well that night, and obviously I have no plans of using a Ouija board ever again.
Why do I find these more funny than scary, chat? I'm like, I hate, like, I find these more funny than scary. I really try to, like, get myself invested, but every time I just end up fucking dying.